The American tech ecosystem operates at a scale that demands a constant, reliable influx of highly skilled international talent to keep running. This gauge shows the lifeblood of that talent pipeline, the H1B visa program. Every year, the U.S. issues exactly 85,000 visas to specialized professionals. As the highlighted segment reveals, over 70% go directly to Indian nationals. Some of the most recognizable names in the industry utilized this exact pathway. Google CEO Sundar Pichai started his career in America on an H1B. Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella also arrived through this very same program. Take away this specific immigration route, and the tightly linked ecosystems of American big tech and Indian IT experts would face an immediate operational crisis. Arizona Representative Eli Crane recently introduced the End H1B Visa Abuse Act of 2026, specifically to challenge this status quo. The bill proposes extreme restrictions, starting with this timeline hitting a dead stop, a complete 3-year freeze on new H1B visas. When the timeline resumes, the pipeline shrinks dramatically, cutting the annual cap from 85,000 down to just 25,000. Then, as this bar jumps to the 200,000 mark, the bill imposes a massive minimum salary threshold for any foreign hire, pricing out standard entry-level roles. These provisions operate as a systematic dismantling of the legal infrastructure that allows foreign professionals to build careers in the United States. The impact of this bill targets the very beginning of the talent pipeline by going directly after international university students. Look at OPT, the legal bridge connecting a newly earned U.S. degree to a graduate's first American job. By explicitly terminating the program, the bill collapses that bridge, stripping away the primary reason foreign students choose U.S. universities. The damage extends far beyond college campuses, ending major corporate centers like Bengaluru. Major Indian IT service providers rely heavily on placing their talent on-site at U.S. client offices. A mandatory $200,000 minimum salary immediately disqualifies the mid-level and entry-level engineers that make these consulting and service models cost-efficient. Faced with those math constraints, Indian tech firms would have to abandon their on-site deployment strategies and pivot to hiring locally in the U.S. or moving operations entirely offshore. Crane's bill represents one component in a coordinated wave of conservative legislation designed to restrict skilled immigration. Representative Andy Ogles recently drafted the Assimilation Act, which seeks to shut down the visa lottery entirely. Around the same time, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene outlined a parallel plan to gradually phase out the H-1B program. Even Donald Trump has previously proposed attaching a $100,000 baseline fee to any new application, creating a steep financial barrier for employers. The driving force behind these bills is a protectionist ideology that prioritizes domestic workers and penalizes corporations relying on global talent pools. This rapid succession of proposals proves that a vocal wing of American politics is moving toward dismantling the existing immigration system entirely, effectively dead on arrival. The first roadblock happens right here in the House of Representatives. Out of 435 voting members, Crane's bill currently has only 7 Republican co-sponsors. If we look at how Congress actually operates, this funnel visualization shows that over 10,000 bills are introduced every single year. Only about 2 to 5% of them survive the process to become law. Even if a miracle pushed it through the House, it would then face the Senate, where overcoming a standard filibuster requires 60 votes. Securing 60 votes demands heavy bipartisan support. A highly partisan bill targeting major corporate interests simply lacks the math to survive. The End H-1B Visa Abuse Act functions primarily as aggressive political messaging for an election year. While this specific legislation is destined to fail, it serves as a clear indicator of the anti-immigrant sentiment gathering in the political atmosphere. Lawmakers routinely use these extreme proposals to signal loyalty to their most restrictionist voting bases. International students and tech professionals need to be aware of how the political winds are shifting, but as of right now, the actual visa system remains fully intact. There are plenty of hurdles in the current immigration process, but there is no need to panic or rewrite your entire career strategy over a piece of manufactured political theater.